Welcome in today's session. In this session we will learn how we can create database in SQL Server using database SQL Server Management Studio with the help of different commands or with the help of different styles or methods. Just go to the start menu. First of all, we will have to launch the SQL Server Management Studio. Just type here SQL or complete name of the software such as SQL Server Management Studio. Click on the SQL Server Management Studio. The SQL Server Management Studio will start to launch. As we can see that the SQL Server Management Studio is loaded successfully. Here is the pop-up dialog that is already discussed in the previous session. Just we are going to click on connect button. This will connect the SQL Server Management Studio to the default server that is named here, the SQL Server Desktop, etc. The name specification is provided here. We can see here this is the same as in the dialog appeared. Okay, for writing the queries in SQL Server Management Studio, we will have to open a query editor window in the start. Just press Ctrl+N to open the query editor. This will open the query editor. Now the query editor window is open. Here we will have to write the entire queries regarding with the database manipulation. Either we are creating or manipulating the database. Here we are starting here to write the query such as create database. Here we are providing here the name as test. We can also provide the temp or testing, etc. terminated by the semicolon. We have to select this query and execute this query by pressing F5 or clicking on this button. Here is the execute button to execute the query. Okay, before execution of the query, I would like to explain the query structure in front of you. What is this entire statement means? First of all, we have a query that is containing the 3 words or 3 phrases: create, database, test. Here are the 2 words. Starting 2 words are the keywords for the creation of the database. These are also called reserve words. And the third one, here I have a upper line that is called test. This word is the user defined word that will be the change according to the organization demand or according to the database demand that we are going to create. The last one is a special symbol. This is also key to attention. We have to elaborate this one. What is this special symbol? This is called statement terminator, or we can also say that this is the semicolon. What is the importance of this semicolon? If this SQL query editor may contains number of commands, number of queries. For the sake of time, we are going to copy this and paste this again and again so that we will save our time. We can see here the number of statements here. If we press F5, one method is that we press F5, the query editor will try to execute the entire queries. If we miss the semicolon from here, what will happen? Query editor will treat these entire 4 or 5 lines as a single query and this line as a single query. It means that the statement terminator or query terminator semicolon will terminate or distinguish the entire queries for the query editor or the interpreter of the SQL Server. So that if SQL Server Management Studio treat it as a single query, this will create a bug or error that this query will never execute. Okay. This was the phenomena behind the entire statement or to launch the statement. The other method is that if we have, again undo the entire queries. If we have multiple queries such like of this that are not terminated by the semicolon, the other method is that to select the particular query using select option. We have to select the particular query and just press the F5 to execute that query. Okay, remove these additional queries. Before this execution of the query, we can have to explore this database section. We are expanding the database in the object explorer. We can see here the only one database is here, that is new DB2. Other than databases are the system databases. We can explore here by the plus sign. We will later on explore these databases and purpose of these databases that are provided in the default SQL Server. Only we have to notice that there is only a single user defined database that is called new DB2. After execution of this command, After the successful execution of this command create database test, there will be another database listed here that is named as the test. Okay, so start here to execute this command. I have just to select this. This is not mandatory for that time because we have only single statement of the query, but in practice I have practiced to select the query and press the F5. We can also press the F5 or we can also click on this button, that is the execute button, to execute the query. Okay, this statement or query is executed successfully. We can see here the message that says that command is successfully executed and command is successfully completed. It means that there will be a database named as the test. Okay, I would like to show here there is the named database that is called test. Why this hot reloading is not performed? Because this is created by the help of query. The other method is to create a database using the object explorer. We will explore it later. We will have to just refresh, or we will try to, this is disconnected. We have connected the server again. We have to refresh the object explorer. We can see here another database that is called test, and in this database we can see here the table structure, query structure, views and programs or procedures or stored procedures, etc. In later our SQL Server sessions we will explore all these fundamentals. And okay, if we again try to execute this command using F5, this will say that the database is already exist. We can clearly see here the message in the message window which says that the database is already exist or in the panel. Okay, if we want to show the database that is currently created using the query of the query editor, we can write here the query select name from master dot sys system dot databases. Okay, databases, and we will have just to select this command and press F5. We can see here the test and new db2 and other databases. These are the upper one are the system databases, and the last two are our user defined databases, which one is the test and new db2. Okay, after this one we will like to create the use another method to create the databases. For the execution or showing the list of these entire databases, we can also run the command exec, that is used to run the procedures. This is the default procedure to show the databases that are currently available in our SQL Server, and this is called system procedure databases. Okay, terminated by the semicolon. If we press the F5, this will also show the currently available databases that are created or the system databases available in the system SQL Server. Okay, aside this one, we are now going to explore the object explorer for creation of the databases. This is the second method. For the creation of databases, we would have to explore the two methods. First one is the query editor and second one is the object explorer method. Okay, now we are going to explore the object explorer method. In object explorer method, we have to just click on the databases, right click on it, click on new database option. This will open up pop-up or dialog that will contain the options for the create a new databases. I would like to create here, type here the name as new data, sorry for that, database. Okay, click on OK button. Other configuration also can be set, but the by default configurations are much more suitable for the new or beginners. This we can see here the new database is created here. So that in summarize, or to summarize the today's session, is that we have learn about the two methods for creation of database in SQL Server. One is called using query editor and second one is called with the help of Object Explorer. I would like to appreciate if you subscribe our channel and like this video, and provide any comment regarding this video or question or query for the creation of the database. I would like to answer these questions. Thanks.